So sit with a real gentleness, crossing your legs. Oh, kitty. Yeah, surround yourself with light and peaceful creatures, ideally. If you have them close by, they're peaceful. Sukhasana, sweetness. Let this become a place where your body arranges into seated pose, folded in, and you bring awareness inward. Rest your hands on your legs. Close your eyes. Have a moment to just observe and refine your seat so you feel open and easy. And no need to make any effort here with the bandhas or anything. Just let yourself rest and breathe. Next time that you breathe out, find that gentle uplift of your navel towards your spine. And then breathe in again into the ribcage above that toning in the low belly. Bring yourself a little bit more upright if you're leaning forward. Finding a nice tall and relaxed spine now. Feel your head, your shoulders, your neck. Just try to line everything up. 33 vertebrae, some of them fused. And then hands reach to the earth, like you're scooping into the soil. Some earth energy. Breathe in, draw your arms up, and lift your thumbs up towards the sky. A big, vigorous reach. Add another inhale. Then exhale, let your hands come together and down as you press your hands, come to forward fold, lightly or deeply, whatever feels appropriate. Let yourself bow forward to any degree and take 5 breaths with some inner listening and taking care of your body in each position. Three, slow, even breathing revitalizes the nervous system. And 5th breath out. Inhale upright, go slowly and carefully, not jarring yourself as you transition. Rest your hands into your heart and lift your elbows to increase that prana. Feel the hands and fingers line up and press into each other evenly. Sounding your exhale with a hum or an om, or just listening to the vibration. Breathe in deeply. Follow that exhale. And then with inhale energy, open your eyes and release your arms down. With a tall spine and a long relaxed belly, reach for your right knee with your left hand, sitting up tall. Breathe out, look back, twist, rest your hand behind, give it a nice turn. Let your belly, your heart, your face, and your eyes all turn in a nice way that feels positive, releasing along your spine. Fall into that pattern of 5 breaths, slow and steady. And just one more, make the most of that last breath. See if you can find that sweet spot in your body. And then release yourself back to center. Pause in stillness. Long relaxed belly, sit up tall, and reach your right hand for your left knee. Come to your look back twist. Take a moment for that establishing. Think navel, heart, face, and eyes, and then breathe 5 times. Inhaling and exhaling. Let your eyes fall in a steady gaze off the tip of your nose, or a little more to the side if it feels okay. Yoga for the eyes. Here's the 4th breath. Just taking one more, try to find that place where the work feels really positive for you right now. And then letting it go back to center. Pause for a breath. Learning to do like 80% and not overdoing. And let's take a little lean back and bring your hands to heart lift pose. So bring your fingers forward, bend your elbows, lean back and release your feet off the floor. Release your toes together on the floor. And then pick up your feet so your knees are, legs are parallel. Use your arms for support. For just one more breath. And then keep your feet together, bring them down, and widen your knees for Malasana, where you can catch your shins or reach through and take 5 breaths, trying to ground your inner feet. Soften what you can. So we're taking care of our bodies first, creating peace in the body, setting the body for practice. And exhale last time. And coming to your back for a moment, you can just rock back, tuck your chin when you rock back, so you come down on your spine and bring in your knees. And then rocking up, bring your feet down, carefully roll back, curl, and then shoot your feet away from you, hold on and rock up. One more time, going back and coming up, and then cross your ankles. Bring your hands in front of your feet and bring your legs back. So learning that, jump through. Come up to your knees for a moment. Circle your hands both ways. Hands, fingers, wrists open. Let energy flow. And bring them on down with a nice outward spiraling energy, fanning out the fingers. And set your knees underneath your hips. Bring your left shoulder and your left hip close to each other to stretch your side body. Side flexion. Gently lengthen the right side. Just the right amount in each pose for your body. 4th breath. Steady eyes, steady breath. Release it gently and go the other way. Shorten the right hip and shoulder to each other so you have that side flexion with the left lengthening. Your head just follows, let it be relaxed. Gentle opening in the hands. And one more breath, explore that shape. And release it slowly back to center. Round up into your cat spine. Big tuck of the head and tail. Breathe in. Breathe out, go to cow spine. Gently lift your tail, just a little lift in the tail, heart forward. Inhale, round, tuck. And exhale, extend. Inhale, extend, stay here. And exhale with the round. Once more, inhale, extend. And exhale to round. And then taking your hands in front of you so you can hug your elbows towards each other. Let's take tiger pose. So you're going to reach your right leg back as you breathe in, a little extension. So here's the inhale, long spine, long leg. Exhale, bend your elbows, curl towards the center with that knee drawing in. Let's do that 4 more times. Inhale, extension, press, curl, exhale. Moving energy. Add a little squeeze to your glutes here to strengthen your hips as you lift. And then exhale, pull your elbows towards each other. Strengthen the front body. Release, widen your knees, go back to child's pose. So we're starting to generate peace in our bodies. And then using breath to generate peace as well. Just trying to have peaceful breathing. Just the right speed in each pose. And we start to be able to create some peace in our minds as well. Generating the energy of peacefulness. Inhale, pull yourself up for tiger pose, second side. This time the left leg going straight back as you breathe in, extend. And exhale, curl it all towards the middle. 4 more times, reach and pull in. You really energize the shapes. And last time. Take your knees wide and go back to child's again. Let your arms and head rest comfortably, wherever you like. And exhale one last time. Hands back to the earth. Lift up your knees, wide legs, as wide as your mat, downward facing dog. Let your head hang down. Let your legs straighten out to any degree. Deep waves of breath, uplift in low belly. And then exhale, 5, long spine, hips back, head down. Inhale energy to step forward to the top third of your mat and fold forward, breathing out. Up to standing, journey, process. Match it with the breath and exhale, bring down your arms. A little intention for your sun salutations, increasing the prana in the body, finding steadiness in the flow of postures. Do Surya Namaskara A 3 times without variation. Breathing in, first position, inhale up. Then exhale, forward fold. All to your own degree. Find that nice place where it's good for your body. Halfway lift, we extend the spine again in the third position. Fourth is exhale back to plank pose or chaturanga if you want to add that elbow bend. Inhale to upward facing dog. Take that whole breath to stretch your belly, roll your shoulders back. And exhale to downward dog, staying for 5. Always free to use quarter dog on the knees if you need. With the first couple of breaths, make any refinements you need and then hold really steady. Exhale, work your Uddiyana Bandha, navel towards the spine. That creates that uplift, that length in the back. Inhale, come forward and halfway lift. So we really learn to stretch out the breath here. Slowly fold forward. And inhale up to standing. Remember to use your legs, belly strong. Reach to the sky, stretch the inhale. And then slowly breathe out, letting your shoulders find a nice alignment. Neutral, not forward or back. Feel the arms ground into the body. Second one, Ekam inhale is 1. Today, exhale is 2, the forward fold. Trini is 3, halfway lifting. Forward energy, and then we take it back. Chaturanga, 4th breath. Exhale to plank pose. Pancha, arms straight, upward dog. You can stay on your knees or to your tops of your feet. And Shat is 6 for downward dog, 5 breaths. The center of the hands open and pressing. That's where the power is. When you feel like maybe you're not strong enough for something, really press the centers of the hands. And see what you can relax in downward dog. Practice this one enough. You can kind of rest. Work is in your low belly and your legs. One more time. Long spine as you breathe out. And then Sakta, 7, the step forward and halfway lift. Uplift in the belly, so you can fold over it. Ashto, exhale, 8 breaths. Nawa is 9, standing and reaching. And Gesha is 10, releasing down with the arms. 10 poses. 10 vinyasas, movements with breath. Until one more time, with some quietness. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, reach down. Inhale, horizon. Exhale, go back. Inhale, stretch your belly, roll your shoulders back. Gaze down. And exhale, take 5, downward dog or quarter dog. Creating strength in our upper bodies helps reduce pain. Creating strength in our lower bodies helps reduce pain. One more breath. Release it. 7th position, the step forward and half lift. Ashto, such a fun word. 8, exhale. Inhale, 9 and stand up. Process, seal the hands, and 10, heart and sides. Feel the increase of the prana, your vital energy. Look down and make sure your feet are separated hip distance and come to Utkatasana. Sink your hips down and back, knees then low, open feet. And then try to bring your spine a little more upright. So make your little back bend and reach your arms. 5 breaths, fierce pose. The breath a little faster. Inhale for 4 and 5. Let yourself release your spine, then your legs straighten and catch your elbows. 5 slow breaths, forward fold. The low belly tones towards the spine. Feel it drawing up as you fold over that space. And exhale for 5. Moving to Kapatanasana. Slide just your fingers or your whole hand under your feet. Or catch your elbows the other way if you want to. Well, this really wakes up the whole back body. Start with an extension. Do your half lift with your hands under. And then exhale, pull your elbows away from you to fold forward. And remember to let your knees bend as much as they need to. You're tractioning your wrists and hands here by pressing and pulling them without letting go. Use your last breath to find your range of motion. Breathing in, halfway lift and release your hands. Bend your knees, spread your hands, and take your legs back. Come down to your knees, and then hold your opposite elbows on your forearms. And then lift up your knees off the ground in this Dolphin Variation. Press the earth with your arm bones. Uplift and low belly. Slightly awkward possibly. And then bring down your knees. Pull back Balasana with long arms, head down. And coming to your forearm bones again, sliding forward on your mat. Walk your knees back. Lift your knees if you like. Take 5 breaths as calmly as you can, as flat as you can. Hug the elbows towards each other, one more breath. And then release your belly to the earth and feel that sweetness of letting go. Stretch arms and legs. Opposite reaching, right arm lifts, left leg, inhale, lift. Hold 5 breaths. as much length as possible, but not straining or forcing. 5th breath, give it that reaching energy front and back. And then exhale, come on down. Other side, 5 breaths. Don't strain your neck. Just let your head be neutral and comfortable. Steady eyes. One more time. Reach, lift, lengthen, and release. To come to downward dog, bring your hands by your chest. Spread them. Press forward and down. Lift up your belly. Pike up your belly and then settle into your heels. Step your right foot forward by your right hand. Angle your back foot. Coming up to warrior A. Press the legs and rise up. Catch your pelvis. You can square. If you need any tail tuck energy in this pose, if your low back needs some space, you can add that energy. Arms up, shoulders down. Let your palms face each other and lift your chin. Peaceful, open-hearted warriors. Generating peace and strength at the same time. And exhale, bring down your arms, interlace behind. So roll your shoulders inward, catch your hands, and fold just inside your front knee. Humble warrior. You can take your arms away from your back or keep them low. I'm going to adjust my back foot in just a little bit to make it easier to stay on the front leg. So take care of yourself, and now take 5. So we'll try to add a little strength with those maybe 8 breaths all together. Exhale. Inhale energy. Come on out. Stretch your arms down. Straighten your front leg. Release open to warrior B to the side. Give yourself a moment for that change in the legs and hips. Add that front gaze. Shoulders down. Breathe 5. Release any gripping. There's just gentle firming of the muscles. Exhale into the reverse shape, up and back, your own favorite way with this one. You can catch your hands if you want to. And exhale for 5. Feel that wave of inhale energy. Straighten and release to wide forward fold. Come down your legs to your ankles or shins. Knees bend if they need to. Uplift in the low belly. Lengthening the sides of your torso. One more breath. And then bring your hands down and work your way back to downward facing dog on your mat. So just walk yourself around to downward dog. And step your left foot forward for the warriors on the other side. So make sure your feet are set and then press into them to come up, catch your pelvis, and arrive. Shoulders down, arms up, face the palms, open-hearted, strong and steady. Eyes downward, out in front of you, so you follow your nose line. And exhale for 5. Bowing into the humble one, weave your fingers and fold forward. For 1. Determined pressing in both feet. And exhale for 5. Breathe in, come up. You can straighten out your front leg as you stretch your hands down, stretch your shoulder blades squeeze together. Release your arms and turn to the side warrior B position. A little more space between the feet to accommodate that shift. Relax down your shoulders, turn your head, practice just generating stability, mindfulness. So your practice is infused with that energy. It's more than stretching and strengthening. It's bringing that breath and awareness all together. And breathe out, release your arms. Last one, the reverse warrior. So you can, I'm doing the palm facing up version. You can do whichever way you like today. Do the same as you did on the other side, approximately. And exhale for 5. Press your foot, release your spine and arms, and turn to the wide parallel feet. Coming down slowly. And go over to your left leg with both of your arms, just finding that Latissimus Release, that side and upper body joining the lower body work. So you'll just customize this one for your own body. Just be creative and hang out. Take 5. So try to use least effort. Breathing out. Over to the other side if you need to give your knees a bend. Remember your uplift in your low belly. A little softness in your knee joints. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Grow just a little more into the pose and exhale 4 to 5. Return to center and stand up. And let's open to triangle to the right side from here. Change your feet to turn out the right leg and angle in the left. Breathe in, reach out your arms. And think of radiating from the belly center as you come over and down. And finish with that upward reach and upward eyes. Let your feet spread. Take one more breath. Navel towards the spine, so that helps protect you as you come up. That gives you that core support. And training that part of our body. Switch sides, reach your arms. Breathe in. Over and down slowly. Gratitude for strength of legs, openness of feet. Finish with that, turning the head, eyes towards the sky, hand reaching up. So we want the neck to feel long here, connected to the strength of the belly. One more time. Remember to bring your belly in as you come up. Use your legs as well, so you protect your back. Step to the top of your mat. Adding a variation to Kapatanasana, the intense side stretching pose, right leg stepping back, hips towards the front, straight legs. So we're gonna catch our skull with our hands woven as we take the forward fold. And so you can really bring your elbows together and stretch down towards your leg with your head. Let your head curl towards your leg. Fourth breath, last one. Inhale energy, press your feet, stand, open your elbows into a little bit of a back bend, which just means lifting your rib cage and pressing your pelvis forward. And then release your arms. Side bending towards the left. Exhale. And then breathe in, release your arm and torso. Take the other side, stepping to that shape, practicing these shapes so that we learn to land into them and refine them. before we go forward. Weave your fingers, forward fold. So this part's similar, but now we're adding the weight of our arms behind our heads. So we're going to stretch out the back of the head and neck carefully. Keep the legs open, feet open. Curl yourself in as much as it feels good. And last breath. Inhale, press, then rise. Open your elbows, lift your ribs, press your pelvis forward. Take a deep breath. And again. And then release your arms and take a side bend over to the right. Exhale. Breathe in, release. Standing poses, grounding, empowering, energizing. Just be present with yourself for a moment. How's it feel? And this lovely opportunity to really concentrate on the present moment in balancing on one leg pose. A sense of, I can do this. I'm grounded. Ground your eyes and just take tree, nice and simple. Shift it to right leg. Lift out of right leg. Bring your foot to a branch, all good branches. We just don't want to press against the knee joint, so we can surround the knee or come up the thigh. So choose your favorite, your easiest for today. What's going to bring you this ability to just relax into the present. If you step out, just step right back in. Keep trying. Don't give up easily. Do what feels fun and good with your arms right now. Stay for 8 breaths. Just 3 more. Playful. And completing. Try to resist coming out or come out quickly if you need to. Come on down and be present with that. Turn around if you need to. Just prepare for the other side, that weight shift, that lift out of your hip. Bringing your foot to a branch. Perhaps the one you've done the most. And then a lighthearted attitude. There's a certain amount of softening that we have to do, a certain amount of determination. But there's not really room for anything else. Just let that opportunity take 3 more breaths with just this, just Triksasana. And one last breath. Coming out slowly or quickly. And pause a moment. That spacious peacefulness in the brain. Moving towards the earth, inhale, press your fingers. Wave your fingers, press up towards the sky. Breathe out, forward fold slowly. Give yourself a little time for that transition and curl in. Go ahead and bend your knees and take your right leg back, coming to Hanumanasana pose. That crescent-shaped lunge, so you can see on the floor, come to the knee, or reach up your arms. Take 5. And breathe out. Press your front foot to straighten your leg. Draw your toes back. Ardha Hanumanasana, fold in. So you can support more or you can challenge your balance, wherever you want to explore this one today. Exhaling. Bend your knee, take your hands down, bring that leg back. Bend your elbows to do that pull through to upward facing dog. Try it a couple times. So it's like you're bringing your belly out along the floor and then you press your arms into upward dog shape. Dip down and extend. Take 5 breaths, upward dog. Downward gaze, determined pressing in the hands. Add a tail tuck energy if you need some space. Lift whole rib cage. One more breath. Bring down your knees and pull back to child's pose. Exhaling. Rise up and take your right leg forward for Anjaneyasana, second side. Mother of Hanuman. Take your hands down, knee or up. Take 5 breaths. Last one. Press into the front foot to release. Draw back toes, fold into Hanumanasana. Just the right amount for you of straightness, of toes coming back, of folding in. Breathing out again. Bend your knee to release, and let's come to the Kapatanasana, Kapatanasana, pigeon pose. Bring your right knee folded in on itself. Slide your left leg straight back. So we're trying to settle down into this wide spreading pose. If you need to, you can sit on your outer hip, and you can also explore opening this knee joint if it works for your body. But the knee is safest when it's folded on itself. We're trying to stretch our hips. Come forward and down. Stay for maybe 8 breaths. So spend this first bit making sure you feel safe and comfortable, even if the work is deep. And then go back to generating peace with your awareness and your breath. Even if there's some effort happening in your body here, some deep sensation, continue to breathe peacefully. We can breathe into challenging things. Coming up on the 5th breath. And exhaling, let's take it 3 more super slow breaths. Inhale through the nose, swirl the sound. Exhale through the nose. Twice more. Once more. Returning upright. Walking your hands to release to downward dog. So tuck under those back toes, work your way up into the 3-leg dog to decompress that hip. Reach back through your leg. Do what you like here. Bend to the side, bend your knee. Whatever feels good. Remember the centers of your hands. You can even lift up your fingers. Press those palm centers. One more time. Deep breath, release it out. Both feet down, exhale. Bring your left knee forward and have several rounds of breath here for that establishment, checking in with this side. So just working with our body on this side, checking in with knee, back leg, trying to really go straight back. And come down and forward to your own degree. Take 5. And then 3 more. Slow breathing. Always free to come out of shapes earlier if you need to, or to change something. Sometimes we don't notice something until we get in there. But If you don't have to move, don't move. Hands together or on the earth. Two more slow breaths. Exhale, working your way to the three-leg dog position. Release that leg up and back and find a place where it feels good today. Let your head hang down. Two more slow breaths. And release down to your knees and untuck your toes. Taking wide knees with cushioning if you need it. And this is a pose here before we go into the wide child's pose. So just sitting, it's called gracious pose, wide knees. You can be sitting on your feet or on the floor with your hips. Vedasana. And let's come forward and take it into the wide child's pose twist. So your knees and your hips, can come up or they can stay low. As you take your left arm and thread it through, coming to the side of your head and shoulder. So we're creating a twist here. Take care of yourself. Breathe 5 times. You can roll towards the back of your head. Use your hand pressing in the earth. Stretch. Fourth breath. New point of view. One more time. And then slowly come on up and out. Changing sides with that revolution. Come to the skull above your ear. Use your left hand for that exploration of rolling towards the back of your skull a little bit. And one last breath to explore opening a new perspective. And come on out, back to gracious pose for a moment. Wide knees. And time to come to your back. Have things within reach if you need any props for the last part of practice. Flow through up dog, down dog, or just come to your back in your own way. Your practice. Come through, lie down, bend your knees. Settle your arms right beside your torso and bring your palms to the floor. Lengthen your spine through your neck. Close your eyes and just feel touching the earth. And let's begin with just some easy bridging up with the arms coming alongside the ears as you lift your hips. So lift your hips, pressing the feet. So there's not a lot of squeezing in your glutes, but the muscles will naturally activate. And just let your arms travel up alongside your ears as you breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, lower, bring down the arms as well. Do that twice more. Press, lift, reach. Fill up your breath. And slowly exhale and reverse those actions. Last one. Dropping in to creating those movements in your body. and release. Bring your feet in nice and close to your hips, like as close as you can get them to your body, and then a little wide from each other. Center your skull, arms in a power position by your side, lift up again. Let's try marching the legs. Get your right foot off the floor and then bring it down. Same with the left. And just alternate up in bridge pose. Doesn't have to be a big lift. Use your arms, hands, bandhas. 2 more each side. Last one. The first one's the hardest. And come on down. Bring in your knees and wide or close, whatever feels good in your body as you bring them in right now. And then come behind your knees with your hands for happy baby pose. Find a place where it feels good in your hips and spine and stay for 5. Bring your feet together and your knees apart on your back first. A variation of Supta Baddha Konasana, holding your feet or ankles. Widen out your knees. There's a certain kind of freedom in this position compared to seated. Try to release your inner legs, lengthen them. Keep your neck long. Three more breaths. What can you relax? Can you find a little bit more space? Open your knees away from each other a little bit more. Find that edge where you just can't move anymore. And then bring them back together again. And straighten up towards the sky. So preparing for cloud pose, there's a variation where you bring your hands underneath your pelvis and just bring your legs towards you. This is called Purva Hanumanasana. Preparing cloud pose here, a supported plow. Make sure your hands are not uncomfortable under there. You may stay, just receive the benefits of that variation. If you want to continue to lift up to plow with your legs coming overhead more, you may. Just keep your neck long either way, and let's breathe 5 times very slowly. 1, 2, exhale for 3, and exhale for 5, and a slow release. 33 vertebrae coming down and bring it in. Taking both knees over to the right side in a super comfortable way. Whatever feels good right now. Belly stretch. Leave your fingers behind your skull and turn your head away from your knees. 8 breaths relaxing. Six, listen for the sound of the breath, follow those waves. Let the Ujjayi pranayama continue. Perhaps with less effort as you've created that pattern for your brain to rest upon. The first layer of your awareness. exhale in for 8. Gently bring everything back to center. Take your legs towards the left in an easy and comfortable way for this side where you feel some belly stretch. Leave your fingers behind your skull. Turn your head the other way. So let your eyes stay softened, steady. They may close, or just like a half-masked eyes. Like the seed of the great redwood tree, we have all that we need inside of us. Resting in the peace that you are able to generate. And make your way back to center. Catch your knees and rock up. Coming to your seated position. So if you want to bring your leg to half lotus or any change, or just try to tighten up your easy pose a little bit. Arms straight. Touch your thumb and your index fingers lightly, representing the connection of yourself to a universal self. The concept of non-separateness, that everything is connected. As someone with a scientific mind, I can wrap myself around that. Quantum. Tuck your chin lightly. Straighten out your arms and fingers and breathe 3 times super slowly, finding the origin of your inhalation. And just taking in the breath so gradually that you never feel strained. Let the breath float up to fullness with us saying it's okay. And feel the rib cage and the diaphragm slowly reverse the process to emptiness. Stretching out your breath twice more. So go slowly, a little bit at a time. Also slowly with the exhalation. Empty. Last one. And when that is complete, release and relax your arms and swallow. Remember your determination and finishing with a little bit of a lift up. So we lift the corners of the mouth. We can all do that. Spread your hands and place them, just in front of your hips on the floor, close by your legs. Press into your feet, lean forward, and lift your seat off the ground. Lift something. Breath a little faster. 2 more. Last one. And release it on down. Lie back and take rest in your Shavasana. So add your socks or your pillows. Take care of yourself. And if you don't need anything, you don't need anything. It's just short rest, but important. Lie back. Receive rest. We've generated lots of prana. It's important to let the information be received by the nervous system. So lie down with a a nice centered spine and head. Allowing your legs and arms to release away and everything release away from the center line. So we let go of holding bandhas. We let go of controlling breath. And focusing on stillness can be a tool for helping yourself be patient with this pose. If you put a good amount of energy into the practice, it feels nice to stop. And it's your own place, your own practice, so let your awareness rest upon your body and breath in a way that helps you stay quiet. Perhaps touching that energy of peacefulness, of wild things who are not burdened with the forethought of grief. And just let yourself be natural and less complex for a little while. Be and breathe. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chilliest land, and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. The process of releasing your stillness, of returning to doing. Take a little time for that process and gradually return to your seat. It's time to pause. Once you're seated, returning to Hanumanasana, where you lift your elbows and press your hands, resting into your heart center. Bring your chin towards your chest, shoulders down, stretch the back of your neck. Reach your brain towards your heart. Inhale, lift your chin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you, friends.